What to do if I can't afford to pay up front to go on a company trip? Company is asking us to meet up at our headquarters in Colorado, and they want employees to pay for hotel and flight up front. This is also a week-long trip. I've looked at the rates, and just for the hotel, I'd be spending $700, which is almost half of my paycheck. If I pay this, I'd be behind on other expenses and bills, plus my credit cards that I have don't have high enough limits. Also, I don't want to go on this trip as I had a bad experience at the last meetup, plus it's the summertime. People want to go on trips with families and friends. What should I do? Just say no that I won't be able to go? Edit, yes, I'll get reimbursed, but I still need to expense things today, not 2 weeks after this trip. Just don't go. It's just it's weird that they want you to cash flow their business. First of all, I would have a higher credit card limit than $700. And I mean, and if they've shown that they're good for reimbursing it, then yeah, I would probably do it and say thanks for the cashback points. But that's just me on a personal level. But you seem obviously uncomfortable with it, and it's going to sounds like because you're uncomfortable with it, and because of your way that your credit card limits work on your credit cards, it's just not comfortable for you in general. So yeah, I wouldn't go. Say, hey, I'm not in a position to pay up front for this trip. And they know how much money you make. They're your employer. So they know that this is a big deal for you. And they should be cognizant of that. And they should probably have either a per diem system or just book your trips and travel for you. They should have a better system of doing this. And because they don't have a better system of doing this, it's impacting you. So if you can't go, just don't go. I That's just so weird. I mean, it's just so weird to me that they are that way. But I would also get a credit card with a higher limit. Um, but how I'd actually handle it is what I'd say, hey boss, I can't pay up in front. So either you can book it for me or I can't come. And that's a pretty easy conversation to have with your boss. So they really should be having a corporate card. But if they're not going to be able to accommodate you and it's going to unfairly burden you financially, just don't.
Thank you so much for watching this segment of the Engineering Success Podcast. If you liked it, make sure to check out the other videos down below that are recommended to you. And if you really like the podcast, make sure to subscribe right down there in the middle. Really appreciate it. It's free to you and helps us a lot out. And last but not least, the best way to help the show grow is to comment down below. So leave your comment if you have any thoughts about this segment. Thanks.
Chasing payments, still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.